What do you think comes to your mind when I say productivity? Productivity refers to how much output can be produced with a given set of inputs. The same answer that all of us have learned while studying economics. However, I'm not here to talk about that. Can you think of any other type of productivity? Let me tell you. Good morning to one and all present here. Today, I will be talking about personal productivity. What does it mean? In simpler words, it refers to how efficiently and effectively one can manage their time and tasks to achieve their goals. Personal productivity holds a lot of importance in our life because in this fast-paced world, we often find ourselves overwhelmed with tasks. Emails, meetings, and social media can pull our attention in 100 different directions. This chaos can lead to stress, burnout, and a sense of inadequacy. However, when we harness the power of productivity, we regain control. We can focus on what truly matters and create more time for the things that we love to do. Personal productivity holds a lot of importance because it allows us to create a sense of accomplishment, fostering motivation, and enabling us to pursue our passions. It teaches us how to be more focused and disciplined with our work. Attaining productivity is not hard, but also not easy. There is one big enemy of productivity, which I think most of us must have faced it, but never realized it. Yes, it is procrastination. Procrastination is the act of unnecessarily delaying or postponing something, knowing that there could be negative consequences for doing so. Procrastination causes you to degrade your productivity. It takes you away from your goals as you easily get distracted. And when we procrastinate, we delay important tasks, which can lead to buildup of work and increased stress. It creates a cycle of anxiety and avoidance, making it harder to focus and get started. And it ruins your daily schedule as you pile up your work day by day, and when deadline arrives, it causes you to panic and harm yourself mentally. It not only affects your mental health, but also affects you physically as you would be awake up till late nights completing those assignments, causing your sleep schedule to be totally hampered. However, you can control procrastination. Firstly, make schedules or maybe a to-do list. This will help you to remind of all those tasks which are pending, and when you end up completing them and tick those boxes, you feel proud of yourself as you've achieved something. This also motivates you to stay focused for the next day. If you cannot sit to work for more than an hour at a stretch, then try the Pomodoro technique. This technique suggests that work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break, where either you can take a walk or talk to your friends, family, etc. But make sure that you do not use social media and then get back to work. This will help you maintain focus and complete your work without getting distracted. Next, set deadlines. Even for those tasks without any, set your own to create a sense of urgency. This will help you to not avoid your work as your brain will constantly remind you of the pending work that you have as it has a deadline. There are many ways that one can use to prevent procrastination, but these were some of the most important ones that one must follow. In the age of modern world, social media plays a vital role in our lives. Social media is not only an enemy of productivity, but also an obstacle in any other task we do if not used wisely. I asked each of you to go home and check the number of hours that you spend on social media daily. According to the latest report, it is said that a person on an average spends 6 hours and 40 minutes on his or her screen, which equals to 46 hours and 40 minutes. I repeat, which equals to 46 hours and 40 minutes per week. Can you imagine the amount of time that you spend of your precious life doing nothing? There is an issue that all of us face, that while we're working, we feel like to scroll through social media for just few minutes. But we never realize when those 2 minutes turn to 2 hours. However, we can break this addiction. There is a technique which is known as 5 minutes more. This technique states that whenever you feel like to leave your work and scroll through social media, convince your brain to work for those 5 minutes, because the addiction spans for only those few minutes which you have to overcome. And once you've done it, you can continue your work with better focus and concentration. Using this strategy, we can overcome the problem of social media as a distraction and convert it into a bonus. I would like to share a personal experience that impacted my life. There was a period where I was excessively engaged with social media, and I failed to recognize the amount of backlog of academic responsibilities that accumulated during this time. As weeks went by, my situation did not improve, but I also had to face impending exams without having begun my studies. Additionally, my sleep schedule was adversely affected as I regularly went to bed at 2 a.m., which ultimately caused me to have health issues. Despite my struggles, I managed to complete my exams, but I was totally devastated when I saw my results. I had never received such low grades in my whole academic journey. This situation made me realize that I was the one who was degrading my own progress. I was the one who was decreasing my own productivity. Hence, this situation made me explore through various strategies and methods to overcome challenges and refocus on my career. Hence, with personal experience, I can say if one is ready to work hard to bring a change in themselves and is ready to work diligently, then these methods are actually effective. Personal productivity holds a lot of importance and plays a crucial factor in our life to achieve our goals and our dreams. Hence, we must increase our productivity each day. How do we do it? First, set SMART goals. This is the most important factor. The acronym SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. This means that whenever you set a goal, make sure that it is specifically defined. Create a way to evaluate the progress that you have made and make sure that it is realistic and achievable. Set a deadline to it, because we've already seen the benefit of setting a deadline to a task or a goal. Next, stop multitasking. Sometimes it feels like multitasking is an indispensable skill that all of us need to become successful. However, the truth is that multitasking kills productivity. Multitasking causes your brain to switch from one task to another very quickly, which causes you to degrade your productivity up to 40%. Additionally, the further research says that it also decreases the level of your intelligence, which is your IQ. Hence, stop multitasking and focus on one task at a time and try to give your 100% to it. Next, there is a principle which is known as cumulative effect. This principle says that no matter how little your effort is, but if you do it again and again, then you will achieve a new skill in no time. Take it this way. Give an hour to independent study each day, which means 7 hours every week and 365 hours per year. In 3 to 5 years, you will have gained a lot of knowledge and new skills. Next, make a list of the things that you do not want to do. Yes, we've already looked upon the benefits of making a to-do list, but a not-to-do list is also a productivity game changer. Take the time to analyze the things that you could have done differently, or maybe more effectively, those unproductive habits that you want to stop. Using this self-analysis, Make a list of the things that you do not want to do and try to incorporate those changes in your daily life. Hence, use your time wisely. Try to be more productive each day. Analyze your strengths and analyze your weaknesses and try to progress each day. Thank you so much.